Hello YouTube, this is the Creative Duelist here representing Team FTK, and I've been making decks creative since 2016. Welcome. Now before I start this video, of course, I'd like to make a few announcements. Of course, we do have a Patreon, so if you folks would like to support us on a more personal level, please check out our tiers that suit you best. Remember, all that money that you folks give to us all goes back to our content. It all goes back to improving our quality of the content in terms of equipment, software, and of course cards. So yes, please check out the Patreon if you folks are interested. We also have PayPal if you folks cannot support us consistently. That is all fine and gravy. We have a PayPal if you folks would like to tip us. We highly appreciate that as well. So that link will also be in the description. So please check that out. And of course, we are sponsored, so please check out Inked Gaming. Inked Gaming is a really interesting site that sells a lot of interesting items such as mats, keyboards, and mouses. So make sure you punch in the promo code TeamFTK10 for your 10% off when you purchase anything from Inked Gaming. So yes, folks, let's get started, of course. Now today I have my Cyber Angel deck profile. Now, I love Cyber Angels. I love the fact that you can shut your opponent out so easily when you open up a strong field. And with the mix of cards like Herald and Saphira, you're bound to have a field where your opponent is pretty locked out and all the forces of the Angels will destroy your opponent, of course. So without further ado, let's begin. So starting off with the Ritual Monster, of course, I've got the one Cyber Angel for Ash. We only play one because she's not really that important to play anymore. She kind of bricks, but anyway, when she's ritual summoned, she nukes all special summon monsters. I believe it's from the extra deck. If it's not, then it just nukes, yeah, from the extra deck. Cool. So that's really good against link heavy decks, so you can just nuke them. And I believe, what else does it do? And it burns your opponent for 1,000, which is pretty cool. I like that aspect. And it also protects your Cyber Angel monsters. If your opponent would activate a card or effect that would target your Cyber Angel ritual monsters by a card effect, I believe, you can shuffle back a ritual monster and negate the activation and destroy that monster. So it's kind of like an Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. So it's pretty cool in that aspect. So continuing on the ladder, of course, got the one Cyber Angel. Izana. She's really trash. She's not that great, you know, despite the fact we did get some more support. She's probably like the worst ritual in the deck. Her effects are just odd. Yeah, it's cool that she can attack monsters again, you know, twice in a row, but it's not that great. And also the whole effect, where if your opponent activates an effect, I think that to target one of your Cyber Angel stuff, you can basically blow up a card your opponent controls, which is really trash. Like, why couldn't it just be like Thrash, where you just neg whatever targets your stuff? You know, Izana is just probably the worst one in this deck. Now, I do play the one copy of Cyber Angel, Dakini. Dakini is so much better than this. Completely overshadows Izana. In fact, if you really want to, you can cut Izana and play another Dakini. Dakini puts in so much work. She grabs back your resources at your end phase. She makes all your ritual monsters be able to have piercing, and of course she forces removal of a monster. And sorry, I've also forgot to mention that Izana also forces your opponent to get rid of a spell and trap, but Dakini also forces removal of a monster, so it's pretty cool. I really prefer Dakini. Dakini gives you more, whereas Izana doesn't really give you much to play with. So yes, continuing on down the lineup, of course, got the triple Cyber Angel Ben 10, really good. Being able to just send it off through your ritual summons, and of course get her effect to search for any light fairy monster from the deck, which is so good. You can essentially search a whole deck, which makes Ben 10 so important to play. Of course, shout out to my boy Ben 10 YuGiOh, of course, Ben 10. Yeah. Continuing on, of course, got the one Ida 10. Ida 10 is decent. just there, you know, when she's summoned, she searches for a ritual spell, and if she's tributed, she buffs all of your ritual monsters by 1,000, which is pretty cool. Got the one Natasha. Natasha's pretty cool, being able to respawn her back and nick one of your opponent's monsters. It's pretty cool. I do like that aspect of her. And that's going to round up the whole Cyber Angel lineup, folks. Of course, for the other supporting roles, I've got the double Herald of Perfection. Pretty standard. He negates anything. That spell speed 2. Pretty much the only bane of Herald is pretty much spell speed 3 cards, like Solemn Strike and stuff like that. That's the only thing that really kind of cucks the card. One Saphira. I was playing 2, but I realized like 2 is just too many. We play a lot of ritual monsters as it is, so 1 is just enough. Saphira is just there to help you get back your resources, and she's your toolbox, she's your ammunition. And I'm testing this one card out, this incantation. Is it Clam Slime? It has a weird name. I use it pretty much just to help to get the incantations on the field. And the whole aspect where it burns you if you don't ritual summon, that's not a problem because you will ritual summon. So it's just there just to help to get the incantations to the field. But yes, folks, that's going to round up the whole ritual monster lineup, of course. Now I'm going to go on to the effect monsters. I've got of course, the incantations, double Talismandra. I've got the double Candle, the double Pen, of course, the Pen Plume, I think it is, and the double Bookstone. These are literally there. This searches your ritual monster. This searches your ritual spell. This recovers, I believe it recovers the ritual monster from the grave, and that recovers the spell. So these are your utility cards. I wouldn't max these out at 3. They can brick, so 2 of each is just well enough. Incantation is just so good to play in this deck. It's so good. And of course, got the triple Manju standard. Of course, got the double Cyber Petite. Cyber Petite Angel, just to help us search for our Cyber Angel ritual monsters. And of course, I've got the double Egg. I might cut Egg down to 1 because there's just so many ways to search the ritual spells. But still, you know, I'm playing it purely for consistency reasons. But you know, Manju kind of fills that void in. But Egg is decent. It's not too bad. And of course, continuing on, got the one Honest, the one Christia, and I'm testing this. This is my spicy tech. You don't have to play this. Blackluster Soldier. We do play Darks, of course. We play Talismandra and Bookstone. They do nothing for us in Grave after we use them. So you know, if we get that cheeky play, we can bring out the Blackluster Soldier. So that is an option, of course. So yes, folks, that's going to round up the whole monster lineup. Okay, going on to the spell lineup, of course. Got the triple, my bad. Got the triple pre-preparation of rites just to help us search for the Herald, and of course, the Saphira. And I've got the triple ritual sanctuary. It's literally Las Vegas. Who doesn't want to get married in Las Vegas? It's just so good just to help you search for your ritual monsters, and of course, or your ritual spell. And it can recycle your spell cards. Now I know some of the ritual spells will banish themselves to protect your stuff, but it's not a problem. You know, being able to recycle just good spells back, it's, you know, who can complain about that? And of course, got the double extra Foolish Burial. So good. I do play, of course, the Herald of Arclight, so we can just pitch it and search. It kind of replaces Gale Dogra, because Gale Dogra was really risky. If you used your normal summon, you know, you kind of left yourself open because you paid a shit ton of life points. So that's why you had to be careful with playing Gale Dogra. But I feel extra Foolish Burial is more safer to play. Of course, got the double preparation of rites. You can max this to 3. I just can't find my 3rd copy for some odd reason, but 2 is working out perfectly fine. Now, of course, the ritual spells, double Dawn. Dawn, you can banish it to grab back the monster you use to tribute off for that summon. Preferably, you would always grab back Ben 10 because it's always just good to milk it and get combos off and search, and plus for days. Of course, got the triple Machine Angel Ritual just to summon out the bigger the bigger Cyber Angel monsters. so it's good in that aspect. And of course, I've got the one absolute ritual, which is pretty cool. It's you can shuffle back stuff instead from in the graveyard. Fortunately, it has to be the exact level of that monster, but it's not too bad. Of course, got the one Hero of Light and a one Incantation Inception. And that's going to pretty much round up the ritual spells. Going on to the rest of the spells, got the one Incarnated Machine Angel. This is pretty cool. It protects your Cyber Angel monsters from dying by battle, which is really odd. I wish it protected by card effects. When you take battle damage, or you take damage from opponent's card effect, you can also tribute one Cyber Angel Ritual monster from your hand or field, and special summon one Cyber Angel Ritual monster from your hand, which is so good. So it's like an instant fusion, but an instant ritual summon. That's so funny, but it's pretty cool in that aspect. And of course, I've got the one Merciful Ritual Angel. It's kind of like a shoddy draw card. It's not that great. We only play one. And of course, just the one Regeki to round out the spell lineup. We play no traps, so I'm going to go straight to the extra deck now, folks. Now, the extra deck, of course, got the double Herald of Arclight. That's literally our only target to send, so we can get more searches. And got a couple of other cards you can play. Excuse me, some rank 2s, because it's possible just to get like a dead Petite Angel and an egg on the field. The reason why I don't really play any more extra deck monsters is because we don't go into extra deck almost nearly at all. Everything, the ritual monsters themselves put in so much work that we don't really need the extra deck. In fact, I'm thinking of probably playing some substitutes. You know, you could play, what is it, Pot of Indulgence in this. I don't have that, but you are welcome to play that. But yes, that's going to pretty much round up the whole main deck, extra deck, and the whole profile, folks. So, thank you all for watching. If you folks enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like. Comment down below. Feedback is always like to hear. Tell me thoughts down in the comment section. Please check out those links. Check out Patreon. Check out our PayPal. And of course, check out Inked Gaming, our sponsor, to get that 10% discount off whatever you purchase from Inked Gaming. So yes, folks, this is the Creative Duelist, representing Team FTK, signing out. Peace, folks.